Okay, this one's going to be super short. This is just editing a created view. So you're just going to pull up what you've been working on. So you're going to do one more round. Is when you're in this space, you have the ability to modify these as you need to. Now, what I want you to do from an output perspective is you're going to have your previous capture of this drawing. You're then going to make a couple of modifications, and the modifications is really all I care about. So it thinks I'm already in something. Okay. So if I double click on this view or any of the views, it's going to have, basically a dashboard or a list that come up. So I have a lot of options. I can change the orientation. Remember when we pulled the part in, it showed us the narrow front view, so we changed it to right. If you'd like to, you can change those. You could change those however you'd like to. You can change it top, front, right, home. You can look at from a view perspective. You can look at isometrics. So you can change the orientation. You can also change the style. Like right now we have I think we're doing visible and hidden edges. If you wanted to change that to shaded, and again my PC is deciding to be very slow. Right? If you change that to shaded, it's going to change that to shaded. I can change it back to how I had it. You can do shaded with hidden edges. So what I want you to do is for one of your views, I want you to change it. I want you to change the style to some other thing. In addition, you can change the scale. So let's go over here. We have this, let's go ahead and close that guy out. And let's click on this guy because it doesn't look right to me. So let's say I wanted to change it. I can change the scale. In this case, it's 2:1. I can change that to 1:1, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. All it does is kind of pull out that. So maybe it makes more sense to be maybe in the half, maybe 1.5:1. Okay, so a little bit larger, but not overwhelming. So I'd like you to change the scale of one of your views, whichever one makes sense. So let's click on this guy. You can also change, like I said, orientations. You can change shades. So from the last drawing to this one, what I'd like you to do is change the view of one of them from whatever it is. If it's solid lines with hidden lines over to shaded, change that view. And then in addition, we want you to change one of the scales, and you don't have to modify it to make it look right. You just have to modify it to kind of show the fact that you figured out how to change the scale. So probably the easiest thing to change would be this guy up here. If I change the scale, in this case, instead of 1:1 from parent, let's say I went 2:1, it's going to make it massive. And then that's okay, because all you're trying to do is demonstrate the fact that, yeah, you understood what the assignment was going to be. Okay, so we're changing, or basically modifying a created view. We're going to change the scale on one, and we're going to change the view on another, and then you can play around with other settings. But that should help you out with the main things that will be assessed on for the Fusion 360 exam. And last thing, just copy and paste this, or do a screenshot and paste this into your document.